Good morning, everybody. It's time for another episode of Solely Voids. We finished up our Clan v Clan. Had a pretty healthy lead, so I'm excited to see how we did. Then we're just going to do a little maintenance, check out some events, see what we can get some good rewards for, and then we're going to be moving on into the weekend. Let's get into it. Alright, our CVC tournament. I think we went 3 for 3. Ooh, they ended up getting us. We had a pretty healthy lead for us, but somebody on the other team... yeah, a couple people on the other team just must have popped off, which stinks. But those personal rewards would have been good for us as well. Shoot. Alright, either way, the rings are a big help. Ogre tribes. Okay. Rock Beast might be getting himself a new ring. Alright, okay, what do we got here? Midsummer Festival. We're celebrating the longest day and shortest night of the year, the Midsummer Festival. Okay, so let's see how accessible and useful it is for us. Looks like we are on a 17-minute clock to do our episode, too. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Okay, we need to see, is this worth doing? Upgrading champs and summoning. So just be upgrading for us. It's a soul for the incarnate. We will, I guess, just passively participate in this. If we get a chance, we will try to shoot down this left side here. I like these coins. Helps me buy more souls and then an epic book. But we're not going to go super hard on it because we have a lot to do. And some of it we just can't get rewarded in an event for it. But some of it we can, and specifically for that. So we need 5-star chickens. We currently have 1, 2, 3, and we're working on our way to our 4th. Again, we already have these guys leveled up. And beyond that, we have also spent a good amount of time and are going to continue to spend a good amount of time farming the Minotaur. We're in the red. I think we're in the red for everybody as far as the red scrolls. And I might even take a pause once I can get the 6-star masteries for each of these, like the big one unlocked, which is probably going to be War Master for all 3 of them. I might do rapid response for like Broadmaw, but to be determined. But otherwise, we just... nice little pot of energy. Let's see what the clan boss gave us, and then we have a little test we need to do. So, I think I did 9 million last night on easy clan boss. And normally that's the last thing I hit. And I tested it with having cage bound in. And I did less damage, but there is also... we're losing a champion with War Master, so maybe that's not as good of a test. Because this, at normal, they're probably easily staying alive. But we want Cage Bound in there, but I'm not willing to put him in until I get those masteries. There's nothing. We're really kind of getting to the point where I feel like we're kind of past 4-star gear. I mean, there's going to be pieces where we're going to use them occasionally, but really for the most part, I just don't feel like there's a big need for us to have too much 4-star gear. Most of the dungeons we have are at least capable of getting to 5-star gear, if not 5 and 6-star gear. So that's what we're going to be doing. So with the dungeons, the speed tournament is extremely tempting. Especially because I can get to an epic book here. These rewards are extremely good for us. The one that I really... I mean, these charms are solid for us. And we do need the yellow ones for our upcoming... Forge Pass. We are getting close to the end. We've been really diligent. I think I've only missed one mission this whole time, but because I'm not missing this. We need Slixus in this, I think, to make him a quality nuker. So, do I want that? Now the moral is, do I want to stop my progression of making cage bound to try to farm this Fire Knight? Maybe what I'll see if I can do is maybe we can see if we can get that food done today and then try to wrap everything up with the dragon tomorrow. Really stinks that we end up losing that clan v clan because I actually claimed all my rewards yesterday and just cleaned it through. Did as much champ training, as much of everything as I can, which included grinding through some missions. So we're 5 or 6 star artifacts on the ice golem. I hate farming the ice golem right now. We don't have a whole lot that we can be doing. But when does the superior... I can't click on any of the right things today. When does the green... And the green one's open today. This might have to wait a cycle, but that next cycle, today's Thursday. Yeah, this isn't going to be till Sunday night for me. Oh, and a guaranteed champion for White Giant Neo. I mean, obviously, we don't have any, but that would actually be a really cool event to possibly participate in. Alright, let's get under the energy cap. Let's go ahead and do an ice golem. If we just pick away at that, it'll eventually be done. I will say, this ice golem team, I tried with the cage bound, and it's sketchier, I feel like, than if I do with the Slixus. So I've just been kind of messing with the teams a little bit to try to see where we can use different champions, how can we mix them up a little bit. Not that I'm necessarily getting bored of them, but I think we're starting to get the type of champion pool where we can start thinking about teams and champions kits for specific areas rather than just have the same team go through everywhere, which is still mostly that, let's be honest. I thought the cage bound would be good because he has 100% decreased attack and an ally protection. But god, that freaking ice golem still just nukes right through him. Kills him pretty fast too because he's in lifesteal, which will be good once he gets War Master. Because then he can heal up really well. Fast, rather. But I think just having the extra attack, because we do get a small decreased speed. So this brings up the next question. And it's not super relevant right now, but at some point it's going to be extremely relevant. And that is my blessing on cage mount. I think ahead on these things a lot. Because I really want the blessing, and I want a really high star blessing for cage mount. He might be one of the earlier ones that I try to get a higher blessing on, like try to grind the blessing up. And that is because there's 2 that I think are extremely valuable for him. Because he's mostly just going to be a clan boss champion. He'll probably be ice golem as well. Or just anywhere I feel like I need that tankiness. And so, knowing that, there's 2 blessings that I think could be good. The first is emergency heal. I think that's the one when you lose a shield, you gain some health back. Okay, and so when I do that, let's look at this. I'll tell you why I think both are practical. Okay, so his A1 places a shield equal to 10% of his max HP. Okay, it's nothing special, but I know if we go into these blessings, emergency heal heals this champion whenever a shield buff placed on them expires, removed, or is broken. So every time he gets hit, he's going to heal right back up if he has that after his ally protection, and I think that could be extremely valuable. The other thing is I am also considering Nature's Bounty, because he does place the decrease attack small version, and it's 100%, so if of that 100%, if 60% of that time when it's a higher blessing, you know, maybe that's out of reach, let's say 30%, if I could get that to be a big decrease attack, I think that would also help him stay alive. So those are the only two that I'm considering, emergency heal and Nature's Bounty. Hey, shoot me a comment down below. Do you think one is definitively beneficial over the other. I think that they both... I see, right now I'm honestly leaning towards emergency heal because I just think this blessing's just strictly better. But this one has definitely piqued my interest. Okay, so I think we have to get 5 or 6 stars, so we only got 1 from that last run, so I kind of hate doing that. So we'll just pick away at that slowly but surely. But here, I think I actually have the champions to beat this Nether Spider. Because we have our good old lady Battle Sage. Okay, Battle Sage. Okay, so we definitely need Reliquary Tender. I'm not sure we have enough damage here. Okay. So we have 2 cleansers. Somebody that can nuke, and then somebody that possibly can nuke and transfer the buffs also and stay alive. So this is what I'm going to try. We tried it on auto last night and it failed, so I figured this would be a good way to put something good to put on video. See, I got him leveled up a little bit, and he's already kind of showing off his skills here. Okay, we do have Battle Sage in a... we have Battle Sage in a stun set. Now, we just ended up putting on that crappy accuracy chest, or attack chest. And she's not going to be usable unless that A1 has some chance of stunning. So, we're going to put that blessing on her, or that mastery on her someday, where it's just increases the odds, and that's just going to be her role. I want to try to... Oh, alright, let's go. We're so good at this game. Alright, but we're just trying to preserve our abilities to get to the boss, because we can actually kind of fly through these. Alright. So we have 2 cleansers. I think right off the bat, if I can use my Reliquary Tender one, that's the one I want to use. Okay. Question is, can I just kill one of these spiders right away? Let's find out. Okay, cool. That makes me think I'm going to be able to also with the spiders, or with the his A2. But the problem is that we have her AoE is her only attack. And I don't want to cleanse yet, so let's go ahead and we're going to put on Reliquary Tender because she is like one of the most valuable we have on the team. Okay, just yeah. Okay, and so then Slixus comes here, and Slixus should be able to... Okay, so now I'm much more interested in if we can just one at a time. Now we take these away, put a protected buff on. And so now we just got to start taking her down. And we have 2 revives also, so we got a couple of champs that are hard carries. I think... Okay, we'll team up. At what point do I know? I think this is... Yeah, so I think we need to wait. Because her other cooldown is not... Let's just try to... Let's see if we can get to the Battle Sage cooldown quicker. So this is nice because we get to transfer those debuffs. Alright, I'm glad we saved it now, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Clutch. And this is probably where we lose. We almost need her book just so we can return to these cooldowns unless we can get us done. Okay, we got 1. Okay. And then nuke 'em. Okay. we're so close. But yet we're also pretty far away because that one just heals him back. I'm going to have to do this, I think. Yeah, just keep that health total up. I think we're going to be able to do this, though. I knew I was going to have to manual this if I was going to make it. Okay, so now we have to save for her spiders, but we might be able to just... make it work. Okay. So Battle Sage comes back around. We're going to cleanse with hers. Okay. Oh no, this is falling apart really fast. Can I just cross the finish line? Yes! Yes. Huge. Alright, that's huge. Okay, Affinity Breaker couldn't be less relevant in a Voids only account. But, either way, we tackled the Nether Spider. Yeah, a little bit. I think we got a little bit lucky, but when I was watching that, I'm like, oh, I definitely have the champions to get that. So that's big, because then we just get to keep going through. And there is a Void Shard here. The problem is we are going to be hard locked. I think it's... yeah, it's Frost Spider, and I don't have a block, revive, or a burn. Hey, Walter. Alright. Burn. I just got nobody. Block, revive. You know what? Now that I know, I'm not 100%. I know what the block, revive thing looks like. I don't know. But either way, I just don't have that. So we're gonna probably get pretty hard stuck behind that, unless so we might pull voids if we can get some more. I guess there's a variety of champs here that I'm not 100%. Haven't read their kit in a while. There's got to be somebody, but either way, we'll just get as far as we can. I can't remember what the third boss is, but we get a farm. I get a couple more free rewards from there, so that's huge. Right on, big L for that spider, because I tell you what, she's hardly kitted, and she's not very good. I mean, she's got nice resistance pieces here, but then we have an attack. Yeah. So, once we get the team, we're going to try to farm, get some decent gear for her, because once she's in a good stun set, I think she's going to be actually really clutch for us. Just, she needs that set, otherwise she's going to be worthless. Okay. Alright, there's our maintenance. Alright, I don't think I'm quite done with the video, so I will just be back in a moment. Okay, so given that we have a little bit extra energy, I think what we're going to do now that we've beaten the Nether Spider is, I think I want to try to see if we can just grind this out best that we can. It is nice that we can do a little bit higher levels here, so we're just going to kind of keep picking away at that, and then actually if we can get into that Spirit Affinity, because I'm not sure I want to wait until Monday, or Sunday night, Monday. The hours in this game are kind of weird, but yeah, so we're going to see if we can try to take care of that. And then we actually have some challenges that are like, get a Magic, Force, and Spirit Affinity Champion to level 6. Man, I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. It's only for a Legendary book, and I don't have to do it right now because obviously I'm far away from having a Legendary Champion, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Obviously, it'll be a rare champion of some sort, because if we have to ascend somebody to 6-star, we'll just keep them in our vault, and we'll have some vault champions. Which is okay, because now I actually did get the Lizard Faction crypt for rares filled up, so they have Cagebound and Terex have a little extra speed. The only thing, man, ooh, we might need a takeover here. Holy cow. See, they just, most other auto teams that I have, they just focus these. I think we actually have to most auto teams that I have ever done, they always get rid of these little side ads first. Anyway, I think we should be good now. Okay. Anyway, lost my train of thought. But we got the Lizardman rare faction crypt filled out. And so what that means for us is that we might move on and try to do some other ones where we have some rares. So for example, see, this is why I don't like doing the ice golem, because that is just, the gear's not good. And then on top of that, okay, some of the gear's good. It's just we don't really have a need for a provoke set. So like I was saying is we just went and farmed some rares here. So I guess when we level some champs up, it can be some of these guys to just sit in our faction guardians to get the extra stats. So now I already have one because I got that extra reliquary tender. So I think it might be reasonable for me just to try to do the same thing here. It's going to be a lot of free 3-star chickens that we're just kind of getting rid of. But I think the extra stats are just going to be helpful. What else am I using that space for? Because all other epic champions, and at some point I'm going to want to save epic champions, do the same. And I mean, if we get in this account long term enough, do the same for legendaries as well. But otherwise, that's going to be the whole video. Really want to shout out everybody who's been watching. I feel like the channel's growing quite a bit. From when I started this, I think I only had 40-some subscribers, and I'm already at 73. That's great. Keep in mind that I have the 100 sub giveaway. So once I get to 100 subs, I'm going to give away that free-to-play account that has Ninja and all the other login champions, Alexander, Deliana, Ultimate Death Knight, and it's a good account that needs a lot of work still. It's got the champions, but it's not geared out. I mean, some masteries are done, but there is a lot of progress to be made, so it'd be a fun account to pick up and play. So, otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, folks, and I will see you all on the other side.